Let me clean the lens. Okay. Hi everyone, this is Tan from Artemis Oracle doing your reading today. At the time I'm filming this reading, it's February 19th. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe wherever you are. Let me fix my glasses. So let me move this back a little bit in case you want to see the cards. I'm trying to make sure it's somewhat modest, somewhat. But yeah, so I hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. I'm just trying to get a general, like a vibe for today. Okay. So I wonder if anybody else has been experiencing issues with technology, because there's been stuff going on here at work. Even me, trying to get onto something, I had a little bit of difficulty. So let me see what comes out. You might hear some voices in the background. All right, so I'm gonna go into the What's the Gossip deck to see what is going on around you. And this you could be whoever this resonates with, because not all messages are gonna resonate with everybody. One of the thoughts that have been coming up, and I've been seeing it, well, I've saw from one of the channels that I'm following about like not getting views and stuff like that. Well, I'm pretty much a small creator. My channel's pretty small. I have less than 1,000 subscribers. But I do notice that my shorts haven't been getting enough views. So I don't know if that's YouTube or if I have a hater in the midst. I mean, I did have to curse somebody out. I mean, I just told them that they needed some help, you know? They seem to be having a bad day and wanted to take it out on me. But I just returned the energy to them. Okay, so we have CEO energy, taking control, natural leadership, confidence in business, I'm the boss. So some of you may be embodying that energy, or maybe in the works of embodying that, especially if you're starting your own business or you're trying to move up in your career, like move up the ladder in some way. You have that money mindset. You got my mind on my money and money on my mind. I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Some of you may be wearing red today. Not taking any bullshit. Maybe having to like let someone know you're not one to play with. Okay, anything else? Sugar-coated, sweet but deceptive words, empty compliments, hidden insults, too good to be true. Okay. I don't know, some people are unfortunate enough to have bosses that are two-faced in some way. They may seem nice and sweet in front of everybody else, but you may have, and maybe your like colleagues have seen another side of this person. The side of them that, you know how dishonest they are, how manipulative they may be. So some of you may be dealing with that. So a boss that could be manipulative and trying to present themselves to be a certain way, but they're really not to other people. Hidden agenda. Oh, secret intentions, manipulation disguised as kindness, hidden motivations, too helpful to trust. Yeah. Oh. It could even be a colleague, too. Someone who maybe you're in competition with somebody, and then they want to make themselves look a certain way, but they're doing it to get something out of it. Someone who wants to like, oh yeah, I could help you with that, but in a way they're only doing that just to get credit. Status upgrade. To get credit. Because they want a promotion. Possibly this is someone who may be in competition with you for a promotion. So they may be in some way try to not sabotage you, but make it look like you're not doing a lot, that, you know, that you're doing more than they are. But it's a what do you call it? A strategic move, because they want to look like the better choice, like they're the best choice, even though their actions, their efforts, all have an underlying motive, and that may be to impress a boss. They may be trying to make themselves look like a certain way in front of a boss, but you may be aware that, yeah, you're just doing this for a certain reason. You're trying to get something out of it. You have a hidden agenda, just secret intentions, manipulation disguised as kindness, hidden motivations. Some people may be accused of doing that too. You know, okay, the next card we have is life. I want to say life lessons, but lessons learned. Wisdom gained, completing cycles, growth through experience. I'm wiser now. None the wiser. Some of you, it could be like you've experienced this in the past, so you already know what to look out for because of lessons you've learned in the past. You've dealt with people who were deceptive, and you know what? This could even go into friendships or relationships, like love relationships, because sometimes people want to be around certain people just to elevate their own status, to make themselves look good. Some people who have really good energy may have experienced people coming into their etheric realm. I like to call it that, but they like to be around you because you do something that makes them look good. And when they get what they want, they move away. Like if they get the attention that they want, they get the promotion they want, they get whatever it is they want, then they just disappear into the wind. Disappear like a fart in the wind. So that could be something to look out for. Let me see what else comes out. Just in case you're new, my name is Tan, and Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm a tarot and oracle card reader. I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. I'm from the US, so the east side. Okay, we got another card. Yeah, breadcrumbing was the first card and this flew out of the deck. Giving minimal attention, keeping options open, vague promises, never committing fully. You know, there may be somebody around you that's whispering sweet nothings in your ear, telling you what you want to hear so they could get what they want. Bag secured. Like I said, status upgrade. It's like someone may be being very deceptive with their intentions and their actions because they're trying to get something out of it, you know? If this is someone, like, and I feel like this is advice. I feel like if this is someone that you're dealing with in a personal, and when it comes to personal life, maybe like a romantic relationship or a friend, if you're already aware of this, you may be wanting to disconnect from them, detach from them. If they try to reach out, you may ignore their messages, and you may even not react to certain things that they're doing if they're trying to get a reaction out of you. So this person may try to breadcrumb you, but not in the sense where they're giving you a little bit, but they're trying to bait you in some way, because I see the hook. And it makes me, it's like they want you to take the bait. So someone may be trying to get you to react in a certain way. And maybe this is something you've experienced in the past and you're already seeing the signs. So it's just maybe a warning, but you know, just you might be leaving someone on red and acting unbothered, or actually being unbothered by whatever they're doing, whatever way they're trying to get a reaction out of you. I made this perfect because if you think about the year of the horse, the fire horse, this is a year that we definitely need to remain grounded and not reactive. You know, we don't want to create bad karma for ourselves. And I'm glad I cursed that person out before the year of the horse, because I needed to get that out of my system, because I don't really do stuff like that. You know, I mean, you have to get, like I said, you have to earn that. If you know anything about Scorpios, you know, we could take so much, but it reaches that point where we just like, we gotta clock you in some way. Hi, Uzo. How are you? Let me get one more card, please. One more card, please. One more card, please. Anything else? Anything else? No, nothing else. Oh, some of you may be even creating boundaries. My speech. Mercury's in the shadow, like the pre-shadow phase, but I'm noticing my speech has not been the greatest. Or it could be somebody trying to block me. But I don't think anybody has that much power over me to try to stop me from doing something. If I'm very motivated, nothing can stop me. I will run over you. Nothing will get in my way. I will go through you or I will go around you. There's always a way, you know? There's always a way around obstacles. Okay. You know, I wish I would have brought another deck. All right, so that's just like something to look out for. I'm going to leave these cards out because I do like to see if we get more. I use a different oracle deck and see if it builds upon what I've already read and probably relate to you more. Okay. That's something that's built over time. It's not something that a card is going to tell you. For me or anybody, especially a Scorpio, because I can only speak for us because we're not trustworthy. And we're trustworthy. We just don't trust people. If you want Scorpio's trust, you have to be completely honest. You had to bear everything. We want to know everything that happened to you from the day you were born until this moment, or everything. You can't keep anything from us. No secrets. We want to know everything. We want to know your blood type. We want to know your hair type. Okay, so what else does the collective need to know? That's for the highest and greatest good spirit. What does the collective need to know for the highest and greatest good? Let me fix my shirt because I'm trying not to be. Okay. All right. What does the collective need to know for the highest and greatest good? Hello, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm an oracle and tarot card reader. So let's see what the collective needs to know at this time for the highest and greatest good. Okay, we have no toxic behavior, toxic traits and patterns denied for your highest good, not in this lifetime. So some of you may have toxic behavior. I'm a Scorpio. I know I do. I already know. But some of you may be dealing with someone who is toxic, or you may have some toxic tendencies yourself. And you need to be honest with yourself, the way I'm honest with myself. And I'm honest with you. Okay, then we have all is well. Things will work out as they should. Believe that they will and detach from outcomes. When I hear that detach from outcomes, it just reminds me of, like, sometimes you want something specific, but it may not be coming out of this specific situation, and that's why it's a no. But eventually, when you are in the right, and you know, you're feeling good, and you're around good people, and everything is aligned within you. You know, if you think about chakras, if all your chakras are aligned, your heart and your mind are aligned, your actions are aligned to your intentions, then everything will be well. Everything will work out the way it's meant to. But also has July. So July may be significant to you. That could be your birth month, or there could be something good happening in July. And then, yes, testing the waters. Before making a big decision, they want to test the waters and make sure you feel the same. Spring. So there may be somebody, I don't know, this is like a love oracle deck, but this one is giving me love vibes. So there may be somebody who is testing you, or you may be testing someone to see if they're safe enough to open up to. If there's someone that you feel is worthy of your time and energy. You know, but spring may be significant. So someone may be testing your boundaries, because that made me look. Someone may be testing your boundaries If you've already established a boundary with someone, someone may be wanting to test how firm your boundary is. No, I will not be your receptionist. Oh, okay. We have sexual desires. They're sexually charged. Be careful not to rush towards intimacy. Make them work for it. Yeah, I mentioned boundaries, testing your boundaries. So if you've already established firm boundaries, there may be someone who may be trying to push past it, you know? And then uncertainty. Not knowing how you feel about them makes them hold back their feelings. They want certainty. Yeah, that could be you. Before you allow anybody to cross any of your boundaries, you know, if you're protecting yourself, but you're like creating some sort of wall to block out certain people or energies, or just letting someone know that this is as far as something will go before you allow them in, past your gates. You want certainty about their honesty. Probably because of past lessons you've experienced where you probably were more open and more giving and to people, and they took advantage of you, you know. Some of them may have even breadcrumbed you, gave you the bare minimum, and you're like, no, not anymore. You're no longer doing that. Some of these people may even have said told you everything they thought you wanted to hear. And some of you honestly thought the person was genuine, but it's like, no. You're realizing that certain things need to be proved. Words are meaningless. You know, it's like that song, More Than Words, you know. Actions do speak louder than words, you know. But I say that it's even better when the words match the action. So some of you may be establishing and reinforcing a boundary with someone. See, saying no firmly, protecting your peace, setting limits clearly. Enough is enough. It could be that somebody toxic around you wants to keep bringing this toxic energy around you, and you're like, not today, not ever, this is done. You know, you could be at that place too. And it could be in a romantic relationship too, where you may be cutting somebody off, but it could also be someone that's new to you, that you have established some sort of boundary with, but they may be wanting to test how firm you are with your boundaries. You know, Uzo, that's really inappropriate what you're saying. I believe English is not your first language, but what you just said, it sounds very sexual. So this must be your card. Okay, is there anything else the collective needs to know? Oh, it says uncertainty. On the bottom, it says if you make the first move. So you may be wanting someone to make the move to let you know they're into you. Or how, I mean, if this is like, some of you, if it is, you are open to having this type of, them or that someone is waiting for the green light. Better late than never. Yeah, it's better to wait than to give in, especially if someone is being aggressive about it. Yeah, if there's someone is being aggressive about it, you know, definitely establish a boundary with this person, you know, because we're not interested in offenders of any kind. Okay, anything else? Understand it here. You deserve better. Yeah, some of you may be dealing with somebody who is testing the waters, trying to get as much as they can out of you, but you're being told, you're being advised that there's someone better for you. You know, so if you're trapped in some sort of toxic situation, know that everything will improve, but it's important for you to free yourself from a situation that isn't helping you, that isn't conducive to your well-being, your happiness, your peace of mind, peace of heart, just everything, your overall holistic well-being. Anything else the collective needs to know? Oh, devoid of light, not in a good place emotionally, not right now, not in a good place emotionally right now, heartbreak or depression when you see angel signs. So some of you may not be in the best place mentally or emotionally. So whatever it is, it's like it's telling you to take a break. Take a break when you're feeling more like you feel like you're depleted in some way. If you think about the new moon we just had, the new moon is not, you can't see it. It's hidden. It's essentially, it's like taking a break right now. So that could be you right now. You may be called to take a break, to recharge, to reconnect with yourself, to get yourself out of some sort of funk. But if you are experiencing depression of any kind, then, you know, there are resources available to you. Hopefully you're not having certain thoughts. And if you are, there's the hotline that you could reach out to, 988 in the US, so that you could get the support and advice, and just have somebody that will listen to you and who will give you a listening ear if you feel like you don't have that type of support around you. But it could be the person that you're dealing with too may not be in a good place mentally and emotionally, and they may not be exhibiting their best behavior. But if this is you, I feel like if there's something going on, a situation going on within your personal life, personal or professional life, you're not going to find it here. I mean, as a human being, yes, but the way you're acting in the chat, I'm surprised I haven't blocked you yet. But yeah, there's toxic traits and patterns. You know, some of us, we could have those traits, patterns, repeating patterns, doing the same shit every day, not changing, knowing that we have to improve something, but we just keep doing what we feel is comfortable. You know, like it's like the status quo. But if it's not doing you any good, then it's time for you to make some sort of change. If there's something that's kind of like there's something going on around you too, that things may improve in either the spring or in July. It depends on the situation. You know, we have spring next month in March, and then July is in the summer. So that's like Aries and Leo season. Aries, Cancer, and Leo, I think, season. Those may be your signs too. And then we have in the bottom of the deck is listening. Yes, listening. They're choosing to follow their heart and not waste any more time thinking sooner than you think. That seems like totally different energy than what we're seeing here. Because, like, say if there's someone new, this could be somebody that you haven't heard from. This is kind of reminding me of like no contact. So if you're not in contact with somebody, I want engagement, but I don't want to be someone constantly flirting with me, you know, especially since I am not interested. They're choosing to follow their heart and not waste any more time thinking sooner than you think. If there's somebody that you have had some sort of disagreement with, a break in contact, there may be reflecting on certain things that have been said, maybe even replaying conversations that they've had with you and getting like tidbits of information, some sort of sign that lets them know, or that's guiding them, that's giving them, I guess, the motivation. I don't want to say guidance or advice. It's not that. It's like something is being ignited with them where they may be doing something that you may not expect. Hopefully it's not crazy. You know, we want sanity. We want sanity when it comes to love. They're choosing to follow their heart and not waste any more time thinking. So this could be someone that has always been in their head. You know, someone who constantly overthinks, gets in their own head, gets in their own way, and it's probably delayed certain things in your connection. If this resonates with you, this could even be you. If there's some certain things that you wanted to do and you've been like deciding which path to take, overthinking it, overweighing the pros and cons, But then now it could be like you decide to take some sort of action and you'll maybe seeing results sooner than you think. Oh my God. Didn't I just say taking action? Ugh, look at that in the bottom. It's not too late. No more talk. They want to show you and put in the work to repair what they've broken. So if this is you, maybe somebody has been uncertain. Maybe they were testing the waters. This person could be physically attracted to you. But you may have set some sort of boundaries, or maybe they established some sort of boundaries within themselves. And now they feel like they have the green light within themselves. Because sometimes, you know, we already have the physical green light, but then sometimes we get in our head and then we stop ourselves, we delay ourselves unnecessarily. But now someone's deciding to take action. That could be you. It could resonate both ways because I don't know who I'm reading for, you know? I see the denial card at the bottom of the deck, and it's something that I cannot deny seeing. You see, it says, being in denial over the relationship ending is prolonging your own suffering. Time to let go. Time to let go. So maybe some of you have reached that point where you're realizing it's time to let go. It's time to let go. And it said frozen in time. Frozen in time is basically you're stagnant. You're stuck. Once you unfreeze yourself, you know what happens to water? It starts to flow. Things start to flow in, you know? I mean, this is like so many mixed messages here, but it's like everybody's situation is different, you know? I mean, it could be about love, it could be about work, but the last one listening, it was, I don't know, it's like more love, relationship than anything. Okay, I want to get tarot out now. Tarot. If you're new here, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm a tarot and oracle card reader. And I don't really like being flirted with in the chat. That's my boundary. So let's see what comes out for the collective. Let me shuffle this some more. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe wherever you are. I have a lot of cards on the table. We have more. Let me see. 3, 4. So out of the 7 cards, 4 of them are yeses and 3 are no. Let's see what comes out. I think the collective needs to come out this time for the highest and greatest good. The way I read is I see what cards come out and how they connect to the oracle cards that are currently on the table. First card we have is 9 of Wands. So someone's a wounded warrior. They've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, and that aligns with the lessons learned. Some of you have gone through very challenging times, but you're someone who doesn't give up. You persevere. Or this could be someone that you're dealing with. So why is the 9 of Wands energy here? Why is the 9 of Wands energy here? Why is the 9 of Wands energy here? Got the Master of Cups, the King of Cups. You may have gone through a lot of challenging times that have possibly forced you to master your emotions, to be more grounded, not reactive, emotionally reactive. You know, the Master of Cups is the King of Cups, though it has a feminine energy on the card. But maybe this is what, you know, all those experiences have taught you how to remain grounded in your emotions. Still being in touch with your emotions, not being cold, but not letting yourself be emotionally reactive or being emotionally sensitive. The card flipped. The High Priestess. That's the High Priestess is, so the Master of Cups is water sign energy. This is water sign energy, specifically Pisces, but I also think of it as Cancer as well. So some of you may have received, maybe, I don't know if you found out a secret or the secret to how to master your emotions, or there may be something going on that you know that you may sense that may be trying to get you in this emotional phase. Or it could be someone who may be coming forward. Why is the High Priestess here? The Sun. That's positive. Like, you've gone through some challenging shit in the past, but I feel like something good is going to be coming. And I feel like you sense it too. You sense it. You sense something good is coming. It's going to be something that fills your cup. It's going to be something that's emotionally fulfilling for you. Why is the Sun here? This card want to come out. It could be Action of Coins is Messenger of Coins. So some of you may be working on something. I just got a message. Some of you may be working on something that has to do with your finances, but it could be also with you building something that will secure your stability, the bag secured. Some of you are working towards building your finances, working towards some sort of venture. It could be something that you're creating yourself with the CEO energy. Something that I think you may have experienced some sort of disappointments in the past too, because I see the Five of Cups. Like, I think you've probably invested in things before that didn't really make you happy, but then you've reached this point where you're not going to give up on whatever your dreams are, and you're going to follow your intuition and do what makes you happy, what fulfills you, what fills your cup. With the happiness card. I call it the happiness. It's the Sun. The Sun is the happiness card. You know, so you may be seeing some sort of progress with whatever you're working on. Tell me more about the Action of Coins and the Sun. Some of you may be a teacher and you may be a spiritual teacher. Someone who has been studying, has been going to school. Higher learning. This card is also about faith, having faith, being committed and faithful to whatever it is that you're working towards. And that continued action is what's going to bring rewards. It's going to allow you to see progress. Tell me more about the Hierophant. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. The Sun is Leo. Anything else? I feel like some of you are going to be persevering over something. Ace of Coins. See, a new beginning. It has to do with money. It has to do with money. Taurus season is April and May. That's a couple months away. It could be something that you started in April, May. There could be a lot of competition, whatever you're doing, you're working on. But with the Sun being there, I feel like you're the one that's going to shine. With whatever you're working for, whatever competition may be around. I will say beware of anybody who may be deceptive, because we do have this hidden agenda card showing up. So there may be somebody who will do or whatever it takes to get whatever it is that you're trying to work for, try to make themselves shine. And I mentioned this in the beginning. Someone may be trying, like, there's one where it says, there's a card where somebody was super helpful, like they're over helpful, but they're doing it out of, they're doing that as a strategic move. Damn it, where the hell is that card at? Oh yeah, this is it. This is the card. Too helpful to trust. So I would say be careful of, because there may be somebody around you that may be secretly, because hidden agenda show, talking. Hidden agenda showed up, so there may be someone secretly watching, observing everything you're doing, even learning from you, but they may secretly be in competition with you. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because of the snake card. The snake I don't typically think of as in a negative connotation, because I like to look at both aspects. Snake is healing, shedding, growing, expansion. But in the negative sense, it's deception, so, and around the wands, I don't know, it just made me think that there may be somebody around you that may be in competition with you that you're not aware of, that may be observing and watching you, and maybe wanting, who may be in secret competition with you. So if you feel like you've been sharing a lot of what you've been doing, like the behind the scenes of what you're doing, I think that's something that you might need to stop doing. Especially if you see a sort of stagnation in what you're doing. If you were seeing progress and you're kind of seeing things slow down, there may be some hidden energies that may be trying to block you in some way. That's just a warning. That may not resonate with everybody, but that's just something that came to my mind that I needed to say. So I'm not trying to cause alarm, but it's something that popped up. Well, let's find out more with tarot. What is this Five of Wands? Because I feel like you will shine with the Sun card, and you putting in the effort, you seeing progress because of what you've already invested, the time, the energy, the resources you invested. Because to me, the Ace of Coins is like a seed. It's something that you plant and then it starts to grow and nurture, So tell me about the Five of Wands. That card fell. The Three of Cups fell in reverse. So if this is like a team thing, or you may be working with other people, I don't know if you have like a secret project, but that you've kind of told certain people, like close friends, I don't like doing this, but there may be somebody in your circle that you need to be careful with, but you may already sense that because of the High Priestess being here. So if you're already sensing that, then let this be your confirmation that if you are working on something, and you're already starting to see progress, and you may see stagnation or something, there may be somebody deceptive in your inner circle. That may not resonate with everybody. So take it as it resonates. Because typically the Three of Cups is, it's Three of Coins, but still, it's teamwork. It could be somebody you're working with, someone from your work, someone within a team dynamic. It could even be part of your community, and it could be about your group of friends. But and it may be the same gender as you, because all of the figures in this card are the same gender. They're feminine, but you could take it as a resonate. It could be if you're a masculine, you resonate with being a masculine, then there may be a masculine friend. So, but I'm saying it's somebody that's the same gender as you. Anything else? I feel like if you've been in denial, like you're like, no, it's not. Because with this denial card, don't be in denial. Just don't be in denial. If you've already sensed something, keep your guard up. Put up a boundary. Protect your project. Protect your work. Another card came out. Eight of Swords. But don't get caught up in your head. Don't get stuck in your mind trying to figure out if you haven't had that thought, then that message isn't for you. But someone has had that thought, that someone may be trying to sabotage them, steal their idea from them, and this is for people who like share kind of like, I don't want your trade secrets, like what you're doing behind the scenes to grow whatever you're doing. It could be if you're a creator, like on YouTube, you're sharing how you grew in your channel, or if you have like a business, I'm gonna say baking business because we have sugar coated here. So some of you may have a baking business, and there may be somebody who may want to be in competition with you. Maybe you could be a baking influencer for all I know. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. But it's like whatever you're doing, you're gonna see a status upgrade. You're gonna be getting an opportunity, but someone may be trying to block you in some way. The Moon. And some of you may not even know this, but some of you may not know this. you know. But some of you may have that fear that the effort that you're putting in isn't, is it going to work out the way it's that you anticipate? But I feel like that's a path that you're going to have to continue walking through so that you can, it's like all the effort that you put towards something, the dedication is going to show the results. Even if it doesn't seem like it is at this moment, this is like, to me right now, it's telling me like whatever it is that you really want, that you haven't really seen results with, continue to do so, because eventually the results that you're looking for are going to show. So this is about staying committed, you know, staying committed towards whatever you're working towards. And eventually whatever results or progress you hope to see will eventually illuminate itself to you, you know, with the Sun card showing up. Yeah, some of you will be receiving the recognition and the recognition. You're going to be recognized. People are going to recognize you. They're going to recognize your success. They're going to recognize whatever it is that you're working on, and it's going to validate you. It's going to be very validating, especially if you've reached some sort of point where you've given up. And this card just came devoid of light. Some of you may have felt like giving up on something. If that message is like, don't give up. Just because you can't see whatever it is that you envision for yourself doesn't mean it's not on the other side of the path. You may be facing certain detours along the way, but it's going to be learning lessons for you that you take with you, you know, with lessons learned. I'm telling you the truth. You're going to see some sort of breakthrough clarity, you know. It's just a matter of you continuing to put in the efforts that you have been putting, you know, and waiting for your ships to come in, you know. And if you need to take time to yourself, do so. If you need to disconnect from people, especially if you sense there may be somebody trying to block your success, then you may consider detaching from them, you know, until things are clear, you know, like you get more clarity about something. You know what's funny? The Seven of Swords, and you see this person does look deceptive as hell, you know, but you're gonna get the truth. Maybe this is you holding your cards close to you, you know, you holding on to your peace, to your sanity. If you have been feeling stressed out, feeling stressed, feeling depressed, feeling out of sorts in some way, the hermiting, you know, taking a break may do you some good and will bring you clarity with that. But also, this is also the shadow, like in the shadow side of this card, it's someone who has been deceptive to you. So that could also be like confirmation, another confirmation for you if that resonates. So I think that's it for that reading. So I gave you advice. I gave you hope, and hopefully I gave you hope. Hopefully I helped you in some way. I gave you some advice, something to look out for, but don't get in your head about it. You know, always follow your gut. If you just get that inkling, don't ignore it. Don't ignore it, explore it. That just came to my mind. Don't steal it. But I feel like, yeah, if that doesn't resonate with you, then please don't take that message. It's probably not for you. It's probably meant for somebody else. So I don't want to make anybody paranoid about something, especially if they're not suspecting or sensing that there's deceptive energy around them. That's the scary thing. That's like the scary thing about being a reader, is telling people certain things to look out for, but then being, like for me, I don't want to cause you any paranoia. I don't want, because as I'm someone who's paranoid as it is from my own experiences, you know, and 44 as I was saying that. So yeah, like from my experience, I don't like the way it feels to be paranoid, you know. That's a heavy feeling to have on your shoulders, even in your heart, even your mind. It's too much. You know, so if, like I said, I don't want to cause anybody to become unnecessarily paranoid. If that message resonates with you, then it's just a confirmation of what you're already suspecting. Because I don't know who's watching me right now, and no one's engaging with me, thank God. I mean, like there was one person, but he was flirting with me, and I'm like, I don't come on here to flirt, you know? I mean, I do have a friend that I like. Well, I like him as a friend. But yeah, so just a warning for some of you. Now, I still have some time left. I kind of want to do a no contact reading using my message cards. So let's see. I just like to get these cards ready to be put away since I have about 10 minutes left in my break. So once again, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I hope you're all doing well. And if you've been listening to this reading, I hope it has brought you some sort of guidance or clarity in a situation that you may be experiencing, or it could be resonating with something that's going on with someone around you, you know? Because sometimes stuff may not be going on in our lives, but it may be going on in other people's lives. So if you feel like the messages resonate with someone that you know, feel free to share this live with them. The replay, the link, consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And if you don't feel comfortable or you just don't like me, then it's okay. I understand. You know, I wouldn't want you to subscribe to a channel that you don't like, because I wouldn't do that either. I wouldn't do that. So I wouldn't ask you to do something that I wouldn't do, you know? So I just gotta get that spiel out the way. So the fact that some of you have not engaged with me is most likely because you're not subscribed. And the reason why I do that is because sometimes I get bombarded with, not really bombarded, but sometimes people ask for readings and they're not subscribed to me, you know? So maybe I'll change that in the next live I do. I'm considering going live this afternoon. It already is the afternoon. But I'm considering going live after 5 p.m. So I might take the subscriber mode off and just see who moseys on by, and might do free readings then. But if you do join me later, I might start off with a reading, since there most likely it won't be anybody in the beginning, and just give me time to finish that reading and then I'll answer your question. It'll be a 1-card question. So 1 question with a 1-card answer. Sometimes I look at the bottom of the deck, and if I feel inclined to, I will keep looking to get more information to provide you with some sort of guidance that you need. So just so you know. All right. So I want to do the no contact reading right now. So these may be messages from the person that you're thinking of, that you're in no contact with. And this is not from, my intention is this reading is not for people who were in abusive relationships, where you were physically, emotionally abused. So this is for people who were in relationships where there may have been misunderstandings, a disagreement, nothing toxic. Because well, let's see what comes out. What does the collector need to know? Got 1 card. All right. Let's get more. Oh. So please take the messages as they resonate. They might not resonate with you. Not all of them will resonate. Maybe some, maybe all will. So please, don't create a story that isn't yours. My intention isn't to create stress or anxiety in anyone's life. Okay, so the first card that we have is, I treated you like an option and I'm sorry. So there may have been somebody that you've dealt with that wasn't probably giving you the attention, the time that they were probably giving to other people. They may have not prioritized you in some way. Some of you probably felt left out, isolated, left out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles energy. I can't keep pretending that I'm okay without you. So someone misses you. They miss your presence. I'm going through a dark night of the soul and need space. So this could be your energy if you chose to go no contact with someone, or it could be their energy if they've withdrawn from you. So they may be going through a dark time. There may be something difficult in their situation that they may not want you to be aware of, or that you may be aware of, and is basically like a third party, like the issue, what personal issue. I mean, if it's another person, it could be family issues, it could be work, it could be finances, but it can possibly be another person. Say if they are connected, like they're married to somebody and they're going through a divorce or a custody battle, that type of thing. That could be a blockage. Don't wait around for me. That's a kind thing to say, because I don't think we should wait for anybody, you know. We should continue to live our lives, and the people who are meant to be in our lives will return, unless they're a roach. I can't imagine a life without you. I cannot imagine a life without you. I feel like this person is willing to give you up because they aren't able to, or weren't able to give you what you wanted. So, and then see, I am running because I don't think I deserve you. So this person may have insecurities, be so insecure with themselves, may not think, they may hold you to a high standard, or they feel like you are a woman of high standards, and that they're not able to give you what they think you deserve. Yeah, because I think you don't realize how perfect you are to me. So it's like you're everything that they could ever want in a partner, but they feel like they don't have enough to offer you. Some of you already know this. If you already know where you are in your life, if you're in a very good place, a stable place, you have a lot of good things going for you, and you anticipate even more good things happening, this person may not be at the same level as you, but then that's where the insecurity is coming from. So, okay, so that may not resonate with everybody, but that's it for today. I hope you have, that's it for this reading. I may be coming on after 5 p.m. Eastern time. So feel free to join me then if you would like to ask a question, one card, one answer question. So I hope you all have a good day wherever you are, and you stay safe, and know that you are loved, and that you're protected, and that I wish you all the best, okay? Take care. Bye, everyone.